today we are going to do a quick route guide just for Horrific Visions. This is just something that I did. It's not going to be any high masks or anything like that, but this is just day one route just so you can get your first clear going. So we go over here to the right hand side just to notice that the vial on the ground over there in the corner is black. That means that the helpful vial for this run will be green. They all have like good counterparts to them, so if you know the color of that death vial, the one over in the corner there, that means the corresponding one will be good. So, and by good I mean it will give you 100 sanity whenever you drink it. So if you see a vial over in the beginning, don't drink that color, drink the color that is opposite it. I'll try and just put the color codes in the description below. So if you know that first color, you can make yourself a little cheat sheet and then make sure that you always drink the good potion. So going right over here, I like to go to the Dwarven district first. We will activate these little landmine things on the ground. We'll just get those going. And I'll just kind of ignore these mobs because on a zero mask run, they don't really hit hard. You might want to kill them, I guess, if you were doing a higher mask run, but I like to just try and be efficient, make sure I activate as much of these as I can, and then we'll go through and make sure that we're able to pop some coolies. We're going to pop meta here, and this is where we can basically kill the entire area in almost one pull. Again, not a super high mask difficulty. That pull might live a little bit longer and be a little bit more dangerous, but I also did notice that there's a green vial over here, and again, since we noticed that there is a black one at the beginning, this green one should, there we go, give us 100 sanity, and so that is just a nice little boost to the run. So we'll place the fourth explosive here, and I get a little bit lost, a little discombobulated. There's definitely ways to optimize your route through this, but this is just the way I do it. You don't need to be fully optimal, especially on like a zero mass difficulty. But this is what I used to do back in the day as well. This was the route that I always took. This is how I farmed Horrific Visions, and it always seemed to work pretty well. So I figured I would share this for those of you who are new to this little concept. So we'll place the last explosive. We want to make sure that the last explosive we place is either this one or the one to my left. And then we'll activate the plunger here. And this is where we will go ahead and wait for the boss to spawn. The boss is going to just drop down here. In this difficulty, he's just going to go down very, very quickly. And don't pay attention to my Demon Hunter rotation. I'm not any kind of Havoc Demon Hunter specialist, so might be doing a couple things wrong, but that is a-okay. We'll kill the boss. We'll go over this way, and then I like to do the, what is it, or no, this is the Dwarven District, Old Town, whichever one you want to call it. So this will be the harder difficulty area over here, and this one is actually going to go really, really quickly, which is why I like to do it first. It ends up working out with your sanity, and I actually get daze here, which is really, really annoying because I'm just moving just unbelievably slowly, and I also have the debuff there. But I want to pull this mini boss over on the right-hand side here first. Make sure to get out of that Blade Flourish. It will do a ton of damage, and it will actually drain your sanity as well. This little mini boss will drain your sanity with both of her abilities, so you don't want to get hit by any of those. Everything else here will just kind of die. We'll just go through, we'll kill these informants, make sure that we are killing the casters just so that we don't have to worry about those later, and then we'll get these Shadow Blades here. Still going to stop, and since we're still in combat, we actually are going to just like try and stand still periodically just to reduce the amount of movement speed that we are losing here because of the debuff. But I get close enough to the boss here that I don't really have to worry about it too much. We're just going to absolutely delete him and then kind of keep pulling here. As a Demon Hunter, I get to move a lot even with 0 movement speed, which is pretty nice in this area. But if you were another class, you'd probably want to do these mobs and kind of separate them a little bit more just so that you can drop combat and not have to worry about that buff, that debuff when you are moving between packs. Matthias Shaw here, we're just going to absolutely destroy him, but we want to make sure that we are not looking at the Eyes of Chaos. He's going to spawn multiple of those, so as you can see, he goes invisible. We're just going to be making sure to not look at those Eyes of Chaos, try and position ourselves between the eyes and the boss so that we're still able to hit the boss and kill him. While not looking at the eyes, they will drain your sanity. So that's 2 districts down. We're going to use the teleporter back to the beginning. We're going to go towards the trade district now, and we're going to use all movement speed abilities to get there. Just completely ignore everything like that. And as you can see, we've also not used any of our sanity orbs as well. This being a 1 mask or a 0 mask run, you don't really need that many of them. You shouldn't need all of these after your first couple runs. As soon as you get like the first 2 upgrades in the tree, you should be all good to go in that regard. So what we want to do is kill this boss immediately. This boss, you can't really do anything without these bosses, so I mean, that kind of stands to reason, but like you can't get anything else to go, so you don't want to do all the rest of the trash in this area. You want to pretty much beeline it directly for the boss, and those cages actually don't spawn until you kill this second boss. So we'll kill the first caster over there. Make sure to interrupt Agonizing Torment because that will drain your sanity, and then the tormentors here, they will also use Mental Assault, which will also drain your sanity. So prioritize kicking those, interrupting those, stunning those, all that sort of thing. So we're getting low on sanity here. We're going to pop our sanity orb and then fight the boss in it. That way we can still get our sanity. As you can see, I'm building sanity while I'm fighting the boss. I can't really move anywhere anyway, nor do I want to. So that's pretty cool. And then we will just dip back in, get the last 105 sanity here, and then start unlocking these cages. I like to get the 2 right behind the boss first, as you might imagine. And then we'll just kill this last little bit of trash here. And then move over to this one over by the bank. And then there was definitely a better way that I could have maybe done this, but it's okay. We're not promising perfect runs ever on this channel. So we'll go over here. We'll get this other one. And then we'll make a nice little L shape to finish out the rest of them. But yeah, this is a very, very easy district. Should be very, very quick. And it provides a lot of good opportunities for like the sanity drop orbs too, because you have 2 different bosses. You don't need to move too much, that sort of thing. So we'll get this last cage. We'll rescue all the captives. And I definitely could have mounted up here. I just kind of, in my head, like you can't mount in these visions for some reason. So you could also mount here and run over here, but I have enough dashes that it doesn't really make a huge difference. We'll open this side corridor here. And once again, we have leaden foot, so every time we are in combat with anything, moving will make us move slower, which is really, really annoying. I'll just try and stand still a little bit, let that buff fall off, move a little bit, let it fall off, move a little bit, and then get close enough to these mobs where I can actually, tag them, get them all grouped up. And there we go. This is where we're going to meta again. On higher mask difficulties, this pull will be kind of annoying or do a lot of damage. You want to make sure that you don't step on those swirls. As you can see, I lost about 50 sanity. And then as you can also see, since I'm not in combat, I wasn't building any stacks of the leaden foot debuff. So you can freely move around here. You just want to make sure that you drop combat as often as you can if you're trying to move a great distance. So we'll go over here to the left-hand side. And again, we're not in combat, so we have no worries about the movement speed buff. We're going to use our immunity just to get some extra movement speed, and then we'll get to Zardeth of the Black Claw. We're just going to absolutely destroy him because, again, this is a very low difficulty. The Rain of Fire, I believe, does drain your sanity to some degree. It does do sanity damage. So if you have a way to not stand in that, don't stand in that. Good plans there. We're going to let the movement speed fall off and then go quickly over here to this other elemental, and we'll dispatch the 4th portal of the area. We're going to dash and then hold still in between. And again, we're not in combat, so we don't have to worry about that movement speed effect slowing us down. We'll go over here to the last portal. We will destroy the portal master here, and then we're going to start making our way towards the central tower. I don't know why I thought going over there. I haven't experimented with these as much, so I don't know all the, I don't remember from back in the day all the different pathways and stuff you can do. But this was just like one of my first like successful runs, and I figured I would share it. Someone's going to get something out of it, right? So we'll get up here. We'll go up on this tower. You want to make sure, again, that you are not in combat when you're doing this because you will be moving deathly slow up here. And the things that you need to know about this little guy, Magister Umbric. So we're going to hunt on in, do some damage. He's going to teleport to both sides of the room. So right here, I see that he spawns one of the ice crystals on the right-hand side, and I don't think he spawns them in the same place twice in a row. I could be wrong, but in my experience, he hasn't. So we see that he spawns one on the left here. We're going to start moving over to the left, and you can see he goes middle and then right again. So you can dodge those. But if they do hit you, you'll take some damage, and the arcane missiles will also drain your sanity as well. So everything on there drains your sanity. Make sure to not get hit by those. We will go up the stairs and get on these rift walkers. We'll kick the one, we'll stun the other one. The rift shift, or whatever it was called, that will reduce their damage taken by quite a bit. On higher difficulties, that's a bit of an issue. And then we'll get to Sylvanas right here at the end. We'll pop our sanity orb while the RP is going, so we can just be getting sanity while we're just standing here. And then we will get into the final boss, making sure to, as similar as Matthias Shaw, we're not going to look at the Eye of Chaos. We're going to dodge all of these circles on the ground, wait for those to go away. Again, position ourselves between the eye and the boss, and then we'll keep looking away and then jump away as we get sucked in from the chains of servitude. Continuously looking away from the eye. She should teleport to the center of the room. She'll do Void Eruption. We'll do a little bit of damage and then hide behind the pillar. Again, not looking at the eye. Darkened Sky goes off here. I know the circle's going to appear under me. We'll dash away from those, and we will get our first successful run. So I hope that was helpful. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you guys want to see more, and I'll keep bringing you more content like this in the future. Have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.